Welcome to One Tired Teacher, episode 274, what I am prepping now to survive January. So today we're talking about, getting through this last little part of December and then thinking ahead so that when we return from our glorious winter break, we are ready and we are not completely steamrolled when we first walk in the door. I hope you stick around.
Welcome to One Tired Teacher. And even though she may need a nap, this teacher is ready to wake up and speak her truth about the trials and treasures of teaching. Here she is, wide awake. Wait, she's not asleep right now, is she? She is awake, right? Okay. From Trina Devery Teaching and Learning, your host, Trina Devery.
Hey, tired teacher. So it's the last Friday before break, or almost. It's the last Monday before the last Friday of winter break. And if you're like most of us, you're crawling around, you're like crawling to the finish line. It feels like you're dragging in like the kind of crawl where you're like using your arms, but your legs are like dragging behind you. You've got one eye on the holiday pajamas and the other is rapidly dwindling, looking at dwindling glue sticks that are left behind. But before you run full speed into peppermint bliss, I want to offer a little December gift from future you. So today I'm sharing exactly what I would prep before winter break to make the return to the classroom in January feel a whole lot less like Whiplash. Because let's be real. We take the break. We have good intentions. We think we're going to do some planning over the break, but we don't have time for that because we've got Christmas and New Year's and all the things. And we start to settle in and really enjoy being home with our family. And then boom, we're back to school. So let's do ourselves a favor and not completely cause mayhem January and the beginning of January. It's a new year. It's a new you. So this isn't a pressure-packed episode. This is an episode to help you think ahead so that you can be prepared so that future you is so thankful for past you. This is a let's protect your peace and set yourself up to survive kind of conversation. So why January feels so jarring? Let's name it. Let's think about it. We coming back in January. It feels weird. Like I said, you've had this time off. You've sort of, because you've also been working like as the other part of yourself, like the wife part of you or the daughter part of you or the mom part of you or, all the parts of you. You've been doing that. Your students have been in a total like Netflix mode or YouTube mode, and they are like brain dead from all the sugar and all the chaos that goes on at home during the holidays. And suddenly you're expected to come back refreshed and ready to launch into new content, new standards, and new expectations. Spoiler alert. Most of us are just not ready. We're just not ready yet. 2 weeks really is not enough time when you've got so many things in those 2 weeks, like Christmas and Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve and all that. That's why prepping just a few key things now before break can save you from that deep deer in the headlights feeling in the new year. So let's talk about the power of printed subplans. First thing I recommend is to print your January subplans now. Like print them now. Just print them now. Print them now just in case you do extend your winter vacation. Like maybe you actually do get a chance to like take a couple of extra days. Or unfortunately, maybe you have to because you get sick at the last part of your Christmas vacation, which is the story of my life. So prep those plans, have them ready to go. Even if you don't think you're going to need them, it is crucial. I've been there. I've been sick as a dog on that first week back, and I was buried in meetings and dealing with surprise district changes, and that it just eats up your planning time. Having that 5-day sub plan ready to go was perfect. And I actually have 5 days that is like a game changer, and it's been used by thousands of teachers and they love it and it helps them. And I also have a 10-day mega pack. I have monthly sub plans. I have January. I have specific January sub plans. So if you're a second grade teacher, they're actually aligned to standards you would be teaching in January. They're printed, or actually more like a review of what you've done, I should say. It's not brand new information. It's like a review of what they've done, because I don't like to give subs brand new information, because I want to teach it. I want to give them things that kids are familiar with and that are going to keep them engaged and busy with the sub, so that I come back to a glowing report. Anyway, they're printed, they're ready and meant for you to breathe. So use them, help yourself. I also have a free day of sub plans that you can check out, and that will at least give you one day that's totally ready. And even if you haven't grabbed them yet, like I said, I have a sub plan survivor kit. You can download and copy that before break, and I will drop that in the show notes. I'll also tell you exactly what link it is. It's TrinaDebery, teachingandlearning.com/sub guide. That is like a little guide that has like sub tickets and a sub binder cover, and it has some freebies in it, but it also will lead you to exactly the right place so you can decide which plans are best for you. So that is available as well. All right. The second thing is to have plug and play, like a plug and play activity, so that it feels less overwhelming. And in that case, I have a back from winter break packet that is full. I'm talking full of helpful things that you can grab, and it will totally get you back on track. I'm going to tell you some of the things that are in it, because it's been a little bit of time now that I forgot. Because I made it last year and I thought it was like so helpful. So we've got winter break snapshot activities where they're like drawing or pasting pictures that represent their winter highlights. So kids love to do that. Then they'll write a few sentences about that accompany their snapshots. There's a find someone who during winter break edition. So that's a really fun activity to do as like a class building activity to kind of get them back together so that they feel like a class again. Sometimes you have to review those procedures and expectations, but don't get yourself worked up. I just want to tell you some of the things that you could do when you return. This packet has so many things in it, and it's like $3, so which is a steal. There's narrative writing prompts, there's reflection worksheets, like what was the best part of winter break and why? What did you do what did you try that was new over winter break? There's a gratitude section. There's winter themed craftivity, which is really fun, making a winter break memory snow globe. That's so fun to do. There's a collaborative class story that you're doing where they're talking about your winter break story. Such a fun thing. Creative writing prompts. There's extras to extend. There's like morning work. There's snow globe craft. There's just so many things that you can do for like I said, $3. It's just a great thing to have on hand when you first come back from winter break. Another idea is to have a plug and play science, which equals less overwhelm. So this is another easy prep win. Line up for your first January science unit now, like get it all lined up. I love starting the year with force and motion, or even winter. I have a winter force and motion or unit that's really fun that has to do with winter games. I have another severe weather reader, which is really popular at that time of year. All of these are high interest and super easy to integrate with reading comprehension. You can copy these packets. You can prep these anchor charts. You can just bookmark things that you're going to work on when you come back. Now it's all set. And kids love these units, and they get to explore. They get to be engaged. They are learning. It's standards based, which is honestly what they need in January more than anything. All right. You can bring back the joy of fairy tales. That's another great way to start January. it's a familiar genre. It's foundational. And that's why I offer, I turn to my fairy tale, folktale, and fable unit at the start of the year, because it's really good, deep comprehension work. And these are short, some of these fables and folktales are short, and they're standards based, and they're full of natural compare and contrast and theme discussions. Plus, they give you structure without draining your energy. If you're returning to a new ELA unit or trying to reset routines, this is a soft, supportive way of doing that. All right. So let's wrap that up. Here's the thing. This isn't about planning everything right now in December when you're exhausted. It's not about perfection. It's about giving yourself permission to make a few strategic choices that protect your January self, so that you can start one small thing that's going to change your approach for the next year, like the next 2026 or whatever new year it is. Maybe you're listening to this episode in 3 years from now. So whether you print your sub plans, you stack a science unit, or you've got the welcome back from winter break unit, which has lots of activities, you have some of those things just ready to go. Revisit, you can revisit an old read aloud, or just bookmark a few things, that you want on TPT, put it in a wish list. You're doing something kind for yourself. You deserve to start 2026 with calm and not chaos. And hey, your future self is going to be so grateful. So grab that free day of sub plans if you're needing it, or that sub survival kit. The sub survival kit is really helpful. Trina Debery, teachingandlearning.com/sub survival. Check out my January sub plans. Check out my 5-day sub plans. My January sub plans are 5 days. I also have a 10-pack, mega pack, monthly sub plans. I've got Force in Motion for you. I've got Severe Weather. I've got Force in Motion Winter, a fairy tale unit, whatever you need. All right. Most importantly, take care of yourself this break. Please take care of yourself, my friend. You don't have to do it all. Just do what matters the most. That's the important part. I'll be back next week with one more episode before the new year. And maybe you're getting to listen to it from a warm, comfy spot on your couch. Just a cozy little chit chat about winter break and what we actually need during this time. Hang in there, tired teacher. You have earned this rest. Until next time, sweet dreams and sleep tight.